President Draupadi Murmu lands in Manipur, but the streets are silent and are filled with protesters. Now, some of the band groups have decided to put the entire Imphal region and some other cities in a complete lockdown. So, why people of the Manipur are protesting against the visit of President of India? What are their demands, and why such kind of situation is unfolding in Manipur? Let us try to decode and understand this entire topic in more detail. So, first of all, to give you an idea about the context, recently President of India Draupadi Murmu, she has decided to go on a 2 day official visit to the state of Manipur. The official visit began on December 11th, and this visit is coming at the time when Manipur is reeling through what we can call as one of the worst ethnic crises or ethnic tensions witnessed in the last few years. This ethnic tension began somewhere we can say in the month of May 2023 when two different groups of Manipur referred as Meiteis, who are largely residing in the Imphal Valley areas, and then tribal group that is called as Kukis came in front to front or confrontation with each other. The main reason behind this was the demand of Meiteis to be included in the scheduled tribe category. Currently, this is enjoyed only by the Nagas and Kukis, the major tribes of the Manipur as such. Now, as the situation became worse, it is reported by media that over 260 deaths we have seen in the recent year, and not only these 260 deaths but also 62,000 people have been displaced across Manipur due to the rise in violence. Now, this particular shutdown against the visit of President Draupadi Murmu is called by an extremist group. This extremist group is called as Kokomai. Kokomai stand for the Coordination Committee of Manipur Integrity. This is the group largely led by the Meiteis community as such. Now, these are also we can say is coalition seven different band valley based group. One of these are Arambai Tangol, which is also one of the major group, or we can call as militia of Meitei's community. Now, what these groups have stated, or Kokomai has stated, that Manipur will remain in a state of complete shutdown unless and until president leaves the state. If talk about the capital city of Manipur, Imphal, it has been largely shut, and this is where the impact of this shutdown is clearly being observed. Shops are shut, closed, streets seem to be completely deserted, and there is a minimal vehicle movement as far as the hustle and bustle on the streets of Imphal is concerned. Now, in this particular visit, the President of India has decided to also go at Nupi Lal Memorial Complex, which is a very important historical complex as far as the state of Manipur is concerned. This particular complex honor Manipuri women's historical uprising when in the year 1904 and 1939, within the overall framework of Indian freedom struggle, they rose in rebellion against the British colonial policies, and they demanded and asserted their rights overall as far as the women is concerned. At the same time, President will also travel to the bordering areas of Manipur and Nagaland, where you have Senapati district, where she is expected to address public gathering, inaugurate several different development projects by the government of India, and also she is expected to engage with local communities of this particular region. Now, before moving forward, I would want to bring your attention to the fact that Legacy IAS Academy, we're going to soon commence batches. The regular weekday batches are going to start on 15th of December, 19th of January, and 16th of March. This batch will be held, classes will be held every day between Monday to Friday between 10 to 5 p.m. Weekend batches are going to commence for those students who are preparing for the examination along with full-time studies and job on 27th December, 14th February, and 18th of April. Now, in this particular programs, we ensure comprehensive coverage of GS papers, one-to-one mentorship and doubt solving sessions. Regular interaction with educators is also something that we give emphasis upon. Plus, as we know that UPSC requires an integrated approach of preparation, daily mains answer writing practice is something that we encourage students to participate in, get the feedback from faculties, and then further improvise upon to have enough confidence to go and write in the mains examination. Similarly, as an aspirant, you should be aware about your strengths and weaknesses, and for that, we also have included test series for both prelims and mains examination. Based on the feedback, you can also further streamline your preparation, and we also ensure that 360-degree coverage of current affairs is done through the course features and programs. Now, we talk about the detail. If you want to know about it, you can give a call to the number being displayed here. You can also click the link in the description box of this particular video. At the same time, if you like our content, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Now, coming back to this particular topic again, as far as we have discussed, one of the major itinerary of president is to visit Nupi Lal Memorial. And if you try to understand First of all, historical importance of Nupilal. It was a women-led resistance movement against the British colonial policy, and it is a clear example of Manipuri women's courage as far as their right and political assertion is concerned. By visiting this complex, President is trying to give a very powerful message about the women's leadership and empowerment as such. Now, concerns have been raised by society, as you have discussed. Kokomai and other groups have been protesting against this particular visit of President of India. Now, before arrival, Kokomai and Rambai Tangol both directly appealed to the president, and they have appealed regarding the plight of internally displaced person as such. We know that due to the Meitei versus Kuki's fight going on for a couple of years, a lot of people, as we have discussed, more than 60,000 people have been displaced, and they have not been able to return back to the home due to the fear of being attacked again. That is why they have been living in bad conditions in the refugee camps, temporary shelter camps. So this clearly highlights the humanitarian crisis, and this is something that was appealed by the both group as such. Thousands of people who are languishing in relief camps, even after 2 years of violence, they are not able to return back, and also it is against the promises that government has done. As far as the internal displaced issue is concerned, government has promised that by December itself, in 3 phase resettlement will be completed, but again this is not going on as per plan. As per the civil society reports, there is little to no progress as far as the resettlement of these internally displaced people is concerned. The status is similar like refugees, and the worst thing is that they believe that they are not refugees in some other country, some other region, but they have been converted into refugees in their own state, where they used to live a good life in their own home. So president has, on the other hand, was urged to provide constitutional protection and rehabilitation for these people. Now, we also have to understand the political context of the visit. We know that 3 months back, Prime Minister Modi also visited the state of Manipur for the first time on the September 13, 2025. The violence began somewhere in the May 3rd, 2023. So, President's presence is expected to renew again the national attention on Manipur's humanitarian crisis. It also is expected to build confidence amongst displaced communities, because displaced communities, as we have discussed, are at the receiving end of this particular crisis, and when high stake visit happens, when high dignitaries, or we can say high political people occupying high political offices, when they meet these people, they get a sense of trust and confidence that maybe in the next few weeks or months their situations will change for good. And also, it will be helpful in assessing progress on the overall peace, security, and rehabilitation as far as the Manipur is concerned, because since January itself, Manipur has been put under president's rule, as the chief minister of N. Biren Singh has to resign, as he completely failed to tackle the crisis as such. So that is all about this particular video. I hope you understood the entire domestic problem that is going on inside Manipur. What is the demand of the people there, and why they are protesting against the visit of the President of India. That's all for this particular video. If you like the video, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, as well as subscribe to the channel for more such content. Thank you very much.